Awesome. Welcome everybody to round 4 of our F2 series at JKeSport. Tonight we are in France. Let me just pull up a few of my scribbles. Last week we had Spain with Jim with a clean sweep in the feature, the sprint, and the overall winner. It's worth noting Jim has won all of the sprint races so far this season. Can he do it again tonight? We're just waiting on the go, I think, from everybody else. Let's get it. No pressure at all, pal. Keep doing what you're doing. Clean sweep last week. You can it's only downhill from here. We are just waiting for some last minute reserves, I think. What are we waiting for? Oh, should be no technical difficulties this week like last week. Last week I did go for a small nap after work. I came on and then my headset wasn't working for the whole of qualifying. We seem to have that sorted for this race so far. Let's go through some standings. Let's find some standings, shall we? I have them here somewhere. F2 drivers. So Jim is inevitably leading the way for the HWA team with 172 points. Ginit to win it in second in the Campos with 145, and Slavkov is in third in the ART with 141. Sam Barrett in fourth, also in the ART with 140. That does make the ART the front runners in the constructors with 281 points. T-Bird in the high tech with a 138. Impossible Bacon in the Charroux with 134. Stoke Bloke in the Campos with 122. Grumpy Catman in the MP with 114. Best Bonds in the Prima with 105. And Monkey Mafia rounds out your top 10, also in the MP with 88 points. Poor Keza. He has had to back out through injury. He will not finish this season. Where he was sat in 11th with 75 points. Spaceman was joint, also on 75 points. He is driving the Dams. Caddis Knox in the high techs with 74. Kaz in the Prima with 72. Ag Scatty as a reserve has picked up 53 points. Ray in the Charroux has got 31. Jalen in the Univirtuosi has got 28. Ziggs in the Carlin has 27. BA Dubs in the Trident has 25. Rusty Oil Can as a reserve has 19. Sparks F1 as a reserve has 5. Cheeky B in the Dams has 3 points. And CMDR Sob in the Carlin has 2. We are just about starting getting everything underway. It is a one-shot qualifying, so I will leave it on the driver that it starts with. And as usual, it is T-Bird. Constructors then, we have the ART with 281 points at the top. Campos 267 in second. HWA rounds off your top 3 with 247. High Tech with 211 in fourth. MP with 202 in fifth. Primo with 177 in sixth. The Sharoos with 165 in 7th. The Dams with 75 points in 8th. Univirtuosi with 45 points in 9th. Carlin has 29 points, sits in 10th, and rounds it off Trident in 11th spot with 20 points. Welcome to everybody that is watching. Hello, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Let's see, I'm guessing everybody is going to be on the soft tyres there. We have Safkov and Sam Barrett both on the hard tyres. That is unusual for a qualifying lap. We are just into sector 3. We've got George Jim is out in front. T-Bird second, Bacon in third. That doesn't seem to be changing anytime soon. Coming in the last few corners. Front 3 could change. T-Bird, George Jim swapping over. Can George Jim keep it on pole to keep his winning streak going? Here we are, final corner, down to second, possibly first, depending on rotation. Up into the DRS zone, onto the grid, and we have crossed the line. We have George Jim on pole position with a 143.3, T-Bird second with a 143.8. Anybody disqualified from the session will be because of corner cutting. We are on strict corner cutting. Guinnett rounds off your top 3 there with a 144.4. Bacon is 4th with a 144.6. Grumpy Catman in 5th, also with a 144.6. That is so close. 144.9. Stoke Bloke in 6th. Sam Barrett in 7th with a 45.2. Best Pons in 8th with a 45.4. Safkov with a 46 dead. Spaceman rounds off your top 10. Well done, Spaceman. 46.4. We've got Kaz in 11th, Monkey Mafia 12th, Rusty Oil Can 13th, Ziggs 14th, Knox 15th, Jalen 16th, and Sparks in 17th. He was 4th, Knox. That is so unlucky. It's a hell of a fight back. We were going to have Keza jumping in tonight. If he wants to, I can get him in. Let's have a... We are supposed to give a minute or two to sort out fuel loads and strategies and Somachomachimachar and the rest. Now, technically, it should be Spaceman who presses the X button first. Once he has pressed, everybody else can go. Come on, big boy, do your thing. Oh, and we have 4 ticks there before we do have Spaceman. I didn't catch who was first, but I'm sure the stream will. That, unfortunately, guys, is a penalty for the first go. So we've got 4 red lights, 5 red lights here, no formation lap, and we are away there for the start of the French F2 Grand Prix. We have Giorgio Jim stays in first. He's got a good getaway there, 4 tenths up already coming into the first corner. T-Bird second, Guinness third. We do have a yellow. We have Sparks isn't even off the line by the looks of it. I don't know what happened there. Possible new traction control. Went for a little spin maybe. Here we go. Let all the timings come. Kaz with a 3-second time penalty already. Not even half a lap down yet. This is not going to be a good race for Kaz if he keeps that up at this rate. Couple of trading places there, closer to the back there, 12th and 13th, Siggs and Rusty. Back and forth, back and forth. It is a long straight, this one. DRS open as well, although that's only lap 3. Giorgio Jim already pulling away. You telling me you had pressure? Look at that, you're almost a second ahead, almost a second ahead. Get it to win it is right up the exhaust of T-Bird, though that's going to be a close battle all race, I think. Try and keep it close. I don't want to keep on the... Sparks is already gone. Was it a crash? There's no cars going to be passing to be able to tell. He needs to stay in the lobby though. There is a sprint race. Couple of trading places there as well. Spaceman's still in 10th. We do have a virtual. This could be drive-through penalty territory for those trying to beat the mark. Look at that, 1.6 seconds there between first and second. Pressure? What pressure? How weird, pet. Oh, it's come down to 2 tenths. And we are green flag ready to go again. So close this front 3, 2 tenths, 1 tenth. Is he going to try and take him round these? It's a tight place to overtake, but it can be done. They are just nibbling at each other's exhaust right there. 1, 2, 3. A couple of gaps forming now between 3rd and 4th. Sam Barrett 2 seconds behind Best Pons. A second now between 8th and 9th. Another one between 9th and 10th, and 10th and 11th. 2 seconds from 11th to 12th, 1 second from 12th to 13th. Very, very close coming down this long straight here. Can Knox take Bacon into that corner? It's going to be a late breaker. Oh, they keep it side by side. Bacon does keep his position for now. He is on the quicker tyre so far. So he will have the better traction coming in and out. But looks like Knox is playing that long game. Like Monkey's about to take Knox as well. There we are. It's not necessarily a bad decision. Knox will be able to go longer, getting himself further up the standings before he has to pit. He does get back ahead of Monkey Mafia there as well. What have we got here on? Let's have a look at tyres then. So Sam Barrett, Safkov did the qualifying on hards, so they've stayed on their hards. Kaz on the hards as well. Ziggs and Knox also on the hards. Everybody else on the softs. Still very, very close between that front 3. A massive gap now forming between 3rd and 4th. Looking like it could be a good day for the Campos though. Currently it's at 3rd and 4th. I think he's trying to fight his way back through. Big gap there now, 4.3. Nice little train going on, 4th through 6th. Let's stick with the middleman. Sam Barrett, the leader of the reverse strategies there. He is closing the gap as well on the car ahead, but that could be because of this little battle going on. It was 2.2 earlier on, now to 1.34, fluctuating, but there we go. Don't want to miss anything at the front either. Pons does get past Grumpy Catman into the final corner there. Getting it to win it with the fastest lap as well, with 1:45. Only a couple of tenths there now. Safkov gets past Sam Barrett, both on the hard tyres as well. Safkov now the leader of the reverse strategy. Looks like we're getting close with Rusty and Bacon. Oh, Bacon just pulls away. I don't know if Rusty got a bit of a bad exit. Knox is closing in on Rusty as well. 2 tenths. He's going to try and take him into the corners, side by side. Rusty does keep position for now. Got a couple more corners here. Just coming out of sector 1 into 2. Knox should have the DRS coming through this long straight. I'm guessing that will make it easy there for Arkadis Knox. He's passed him already. Coming into the corner though. Oh, that could be crucial. Getting it with a 3-second time penalty. Jalen now ahead of Sam Barrett. Not going well for that. For Sammy boy. Still super close at the front. And Guinnett comes in for his pit stop. I'm guessing he'll jump into the hard tyres. Yeah, it's going to go to the end of the race here. We'll drop a few places, maybe only 2. What have we got there? 6, 7, 8, 10th. No, he's going to drop quite a few places there by the time he's out. Possibly even 15th. He is all the way to the back, minus Ziggs, but Ziggs did jump in on the into the pits. Lap 3 on the hard tyres. He's going to have to do a 2-stop jumping on the softs. He could possibly have pushed the mediums to the end, but I don't really understand what's happening there, but okay. George has pulled up about a second now on T-Bird. Just this midfield battle really, 6 through 9th, 6, 7, 8, 9. All within a few tenths of each other. Hillen leading this little pack. Safkov, Sam Barrett just sat behind. Both dangerous drivers. Not in a bad way, dangerous as in they're pretty quick. They know what they're doing. They know how to drive the cars. Jalen on the quicker tyre, but will have to pit soon. In fact, he's jumping in right now, so that's Safkov and Sam Barrett on their way. Everybody from the start has now jumped into the pits. It looks like they're just going off. 4 lap-old softs. This is the time now for the hard runners to make their gaps, because they will have to pit later on in the race. They want to make the gaps now, as to not fall down the standings too much when they do jump in. Looks like Bacon and Monkey Matthew is going to stay out. Oh, Guinea getting the undercut there done on T-Bird as well. I missed that a little bit. So, technically now your front three are George or Jim, Guinnett and T-Bird, with everybody ahead of them still needing to pit. And Monkey Mafia obviously needing to pit within the next lap or so. He's going to want to make that stick there, T-Bird. He's going to want to chase down Guinnett, try and get back ahead of him. Stoke Bloke within a couple of tenths of Grumpy. We've got Monkey within a couple of tenths of T-Bird. Time penalty for Sam. Okay. There are a few gaps forming now. Look, between first and second, Safkov has pulled away from Sam Barrett in second there. Bacon jumps into the pits. Is he going to chance the mediums or is he going to go hards? He's going to go hards. They're going on. They're in. Monkey Mafia stays out and for another one at least. Ziggs is going to have to. He's going to have to pit again. What's going on with that? We've jumped up the penalties a few. Sam Barrett on 3, Kaz now on 6. Obviously, he got that early 3-second one. Guinnett on 3, Jalen on 6, Bacon on 5, Rusty on 8, and Ziggs on 3 as well. And you can see Monkey and then first to fourth all still have to go in. Personally, I think Sammy B will try the undercut. I think he'll wait for Safkov to go in and then try and push an extra lap or so to try and get that gap forming. Safkov can get in and out of the pits and stuck behind traffic. That's a boost there for Sam Barrett. So close between George and Guinnett and T-Bird now. I know there's a couple of seconds still between them, but that's your top 3. Or was your top 3? Technically your top 3. Oh, that's one to the right, one to the left. That is Knox just pushed off track there as well. Possibly something to look into there. Stick on these. Is Monkey going to jump in yet? No, he's staying out for another one. 7 laps now on these softs. This is probably the closest battle again between Guinnett and George. Guinnett obviously trying to knock George off his perch. George trying to keep his winning streak going. Guinnett will have the DRS on George. Don't know if he's going to be able to make that stick into this little right, left, right. He has. He's got past him, and that's Guinnett, technically your leader of the race. That is a yellow near the back. What do we got? It was Ziggs. It's gone for a little spin. It's not been a great race for Ziggs, but keep it going. Keep it going. Safkov's well pulling away from Sam Barrett now. Nearly 4 seconds. It's a lot of work for Sam to do. He's not used to that kind of pressure. Let's have a look at Grumpy and Stoke. Guinness with another fastest lap, beating his own fastest lap, 1:45.5. And that's Monkey in the pits there. Is he going to go on to the mediums, or has he just tried to push them a little bit longer? No, he is going on them hard tyres. Might be a few laps fresher, but I'm not sure they'll still have that pace to to fight your way through. Catman versus Stoke Bloke. Sounds a bit like a comic book for the young ones, doesn't it? Catman versus Stoke Bloke. East versus West unite. George or Jim still on the back of Guinness. This could well be Guinness' race. We're good to see how it pans out. George or Jim has most of his luck in the sprint races. Stick with these for a little bit. Let's clear the screen there. That one. That one. There we go. Stick with these for a little bit. This is the closest battle on the track at the minute. Like Guinness just pulled away there while I've been just writing down. Yeah, 2 seconds now between the two. Ooh. A couple of people jumped in the pits as well. Sam Barrett now ahead. Safkov comes out in 7th, but is now on the softer tyre. Quicker tyre. Better traction out in and out the corners as well. Sam Barrett's going to be the same, but he needs to get in and out as quick as he can. If it goes in now, he'll probably come out around mid-table. I called it though. Safkov will go in. Sam Barrett will probably wait and try and do the overcut. Although it didn't work for T-Bird. Guinness went in first and got ahead of him. Let's see if he goes in this lap. He is. He's pulled out to the right. He's in the pits. That is everybody now stopped, I think. Where's stops? There it is. Yeah, Knox just behind us come in as well. So that is everybody done their mandatory stop. Onto the soft tyres left for Sam Barrett. We do have a yellow. It's Ziggs again, I think, has just gone for a wobble. 5 seconds for corner cutting. T-Bird on the back of George or Jim. He's caught up. George or Jim must have had a bit of a wobble. He did lose a bit of ground to Guinness ahead of him, and T-Bird's caught up quite quickly behind him. Barring any massive mistakes, this top 3 will be your finishing top 3, but in which order? Guinness also has the penalty, whereas George or Jim does not. That could be a deciding factor. Safkov on those softs could come in quietly from behind. If he catches up to Pons and gets past him, he's got clean air through then to 3rd place. There's Monkey with a 3 second. It's first of the night by the looks of it. Yeah, 3 seconds. Oh, we're getting close there with Knox and Bacon. Ooh, thought about it. He did pull out. Kaz as well behind both cars. I'm expecting them both to catch up to Jalen. Jalen did disconnect from the session, I think. He does look ghosted. Ziggs with another penalty. It's been a bad night for Ziggs. There we are. We'll all just pass Jalen quite nice and easy. Bacon stays ahead for now. Knox is going for it, I think. Into turn one. Is he going to make it stick two? A little wiggle before. Yes, he has. That is Knox on the quicker tyre. Has passed Bacon there. Kaz is still fighting for position. Again, he's on the quicker tyre as well. And, oh, he does go for it. Doesn't quite make it stick. That's a big, big corner cut there for Kaz. He's not, even if he makes it stick, he's going to have to give that back. Surely that's... surely he's got to hand that position back there. Wow. We'll see how that pans out, but... I would have thought that was an illegal overtake. Anyway, back to the racing. It's still the closest battle on the track. Big times changing up ahead. 5 seconds now between second and third. 2.5 between first and second. George Jim needs to keep within that 3 second. With Guinnett having that penalty. Oh, that's another one there. Guinnett might have just thrown it away. 2 laps left. Guinnett, if you've got rocket fuel in that car, let's get it going. George or Jim, just stay within there. Don't get a penalty, and you've got the win here, pal. Savkov there, slowly getting... He has got past Pons for 4th place. On the soft tyre as well. So he doesn't want to battle too much with Pons. He does need to start pulling away just a little bit. Pons will have the DRS on Savkov though. He has kept position. Excuse me. He has kept position. There's Sam Barrett now. He's going to take Kaz into the corner. Welcome back, Jalen. He has taken it. He does need to make it stick. Uses the curb a little bit just to stay on the inside line. He does get past. Next up is Knox. 1 second between them. Kaz there with 12 seconds of penalties. But Bacon behind him has got 8. That's probably going to save a bit of a saving grace there. Don't drop too many. Fastest lap so far is Sam Barrett, just as I mentioned it there, 1:44.8. Beating Ginnett's fastest lap there, which was previously 1:45.1. So a good 0.3. It's a hell of a lap. What have we got on the thing? He's going to Knox coming down the long straight. Knox has kept it. Bacon now coming down the long straight against Kaz. We do have another long straight just coming up. He does seem quicker, even though he's on the slower tyre technically. Oh, the intervals have disappeared. Let's look at position changing. So the big winner for this race currently has got to be Knox, down from 15th to 8th. It's making up 7 spots. Safkov up to 4th, started in 9th. That is Bacon past Kaz. Kaz is now past Bacon again. Looks like Kaz is winning this little battle for the time being. Just waiting for the intervals to come on. Sam Barrett and Caddis Knox trading places back and forth. Taking a wider line there from Sam Barrett. Knox will have the DRS on Sam though. Can he take him back down the long straight? I think Sammy's going to keep to that inside line. Oh, he does come back out again. Throws it back in. Just remember, boys, you are teammates. I think. I don't know. The cars look similar, but I think actually Sam is teammates with Safkov. Too similar then, too similar. Caddis and T-Bird, I think. I'm just looking at the side. Yeah, he's got the Eurocali. So T-Bird and Knox, Safkov and Sam Barrett. Both of which are fighting each other actually. Or trying to. Safkov is closing up to T-Bird. Only 1.3 between them. Right, Clean Air's getting to him. T-Bird now over 10 seconds difference between second and third. Georgia Jim has got ahead of Guinness. Oh, that's the race over, that's why. So Georgia Jim is your winner. I do apologise, guys. I was lost in my own little world there. Guinness does come second because of penalties. T-Bird crosses the line third. Safkov fourth. Best Pons fifth. Stoke Bloke sixth. Grumpy Catman seventh. Sam Barrett eighth. Caddis Knox ninth. Impossible Bacon rounds off your top 10. The Spaceman in 11th. Kaz was 12th, and I will grab the rest in just a second. Proper zoned out there. Well done, driver of the day, Caddis Knox. Georgie, there we are, keeping up that winning streak. There we go. Fastest lap went to Sam Barrett with a 1:44.8. Where was it? Kaz was 12th. Monkey Mafia got 13th in the end. Jalen in 14th. Rusty Oil Can 15th. Ziggs in 16th. And Sparks DNF'd on the first lap. So, as we know, the front 8 do rotate from the feature to the sprint. So, Sam Barrett will start on pole for the sprint race. And George or Jim, your feature race winner, will start in 8th place. Grumpy in 2nd. Stoke bloke will take the 3rd spot, etc., etc. Oh. There we go. Once again, Spaceman should be the first person to press X. Once again, people just using the time to choose the tyre, sort out the fuel. In the sprint race, you do not need to pit. So you choose the fastest tyre here, technically. Or just a midway one that'll go the distance. To put my phone on silent there, I do apologise with all the bloop bloop. That would be the Discord. Possible rain at the end. Possible rain at the end. This could throw a spanner into the works. There we are, we've got people readying up now. And we're in. Sprint race here in France. Round 4, 5 red lights. Sam Barrett on pole. Let's go, boys. Where am I looking here now? Why am I on Sparks? There, Sam Barrett keeps his first position into the first corner, but does have Pons right up his exhaust into 2. We do have a yellow. Monkey Mafia has come off at turn 1. Doesn't seem to be anyone else involved. There's nobody there with him. Racing is still going on. T-Bird and Guinea making the way back up the standing order. 5th and 6th now from 6th and 7th, so both making up 1 place. We don't need to make any stops. Tyres, let's see what everybody started on. Everybody on the hard tyres except for Kaz. He's going to be trying to stretch them for 11 laps. It's not impossible, but it's not going to be a nice feel by the end of it. Will give him a little bit of boost here from the start, though, to make his way up the standings. If he can get further up and defend quite well near the end, it should be alright. Obviously, if it rains, we're going to have to pit anyway, so it could be an absolute masterstroke. Giorgio Jim up to 3rd now from 8th position, showing his strength straight off the bat. Not even the end of lap 1 yet, and there he is. Couple of little battles around that final corner there. T-Bird does take Guinea. Both do keep ahead of Best Pons though. Feel very, very close still. I know we're only lap 2, but there was a couple of seconds between a couple of drivers in the feature. By this point, first penalty of the sprint race goes to Stoke Bloke on a 3-second. Sparks picks one up straight after as well on a 3-second. See some of the other boys overtaking, trading places. Jalen and Rusty there. Keep it tidy. Go on, Spaceman. Get your nose in there, son. Oh, small corner cut. He'll take the warning. Oh, and there's his 3-second penalty. That's unfortunate. He'll keep ahead of Rusty, though. Oh, Rusty's come off. He's gone for a little spin. Sparks and Ziggs making the most of what they can. Maybe even Monkey as well. No, he does get back on track just before Monkey. That could be a nice little battle just for back. Bacon within a 10th of Stoke Bloke. Must be side by side through these corners. Stoke Bloke looks like he's going to keep hold of it for the time being. Not easy corners to overtake on at this point. People now sending it into the tight right hand. There is the final corner. Seems pretty clean. What we like to see. Sam Barrett 147. T-Bird 146.9 though. He's coming back. He's fighting back, our T-Bird. DRS is now enabled on lap 3. Monkey within a... Oh, Ziggs has dropped back. Monkey now within a 10th of Rusty. I said it could be good battle here at the back. Rusty keeps the position for now. Monkey going to send it. Small lock up there by Rusty, but he does keep ahead. Monkey should get the DRS coming out of this little double right though. Knox takes Bacon further up ahead. Does get the DRS. This is Monkey's time. Oh. He is ahead of him, only just. Looks like Rusty went just a little deep into that corner. Maybe a little bit too deep. He's come off as well. Ziggs takes advantage of that and does get ahead. But Monkey's made the... I reckon Monkey threw his banana peel down. Sent Rusty for a little spinner. Safkov and T-Bird trading places. Nice little close battles here between 3rd down to 7th. Sam Barrett for the time being keeping that first place position. George or Jim done very well to pull to 2nd. Sam Barrett with another fastest lap of the race, 146.0. Just going to grab myself a drink. I do have a little mini fridge under my desk, so I'm not going far. Bacon is about to take Knox. Now, is he about to take Knox? So close. Looked like a little bump there. I don't know what's cracking there. That's going to be a big corner cut penalty there. Bacon losing more and more places. Down to 11th now. Pons only 2 tenths behind T-Bird. T-Bird only 2 tenths behind Safkov as well. Pons is trying one route the outside. Just can't get the traction down there. Knox and Kaz side by side as well. This is on for Stoke Bloke to take advantage of the battling, really. Send one up the inside. There's 4 or 5 cars here going into side by sides. That's Bacon taking Catman on the inside. Catman has now got the inside. There's a little bit of tyre touch in there. Does well to keep it going, but it does lose another spot to Sparks there on his little wobble. Didn't look anything too severe. There's certainly no thing here. We've got Jalen in the pits as he lost his nose. Perfect time to go for fastest lap. Oh, no, it's just making a pit stop. Ah, he's retiring from the session. We'll have a little yellow flag while he goes. Fox still very, very close to Kaz. Getting it with a penalty there. It's what ruined him last race. Yellow in sector 1 is just Jalen coming out of the pits. It will retire him eventually. A little bit of a battle here going on between Knox and Kaz. Who's going to win? A big train. All the way down to 12th spot there. All the way from 7th to 12th. That's Jalen's car has now disappeared. Bacon takes Stoke. Or Sparks also takes Stoke. Stoke then tries to come on the inside. He's going to end up on the outside for the other turn as well. He could lose another space here to Grumpy Catman. Does go for a little bit of a send there, Catman. That was brave. Bold and brave. Sometimes you've got to be. Just watch those end plates. Get it to win it now with the fastest lap. Just beating Jojo Jim on the same lap there. 1:45.4 now currently the quickest lap. His Kaz starting to struggle on them soft tyres as well. 5 laps in. I think 11 laps is just too long on the softs for the F2s. Rusty oil cans out. That is Rusty out. Is he retired in the pits? Is he DNF'd in the pits? I think he's just retired in the pits. Spaceman needed to pit as well. Maybe there was a little coming together. Ziggs is going to take Spaceman as he comes out the pits as well. It's on for Spaceman having the fastest lap. What was that penalty for? Didn't have that before, did he? Yeah, the 3 seconds, but I'm sure he's just got that extra penalty there. Catman now has got ahead of Stoke Bloke for 11th spot. We are very, very close with the cars ahead as well. Bacon on Sparks. Side by side. Bacon's gone the inside. Little attempt at a switchback move there to the inside of the next one. Oh, so close. Respectful gaps there as well from the 2 drivers. Well done, boys. That's what we like to see. Who's going to have the better traction coming out into the home straight? Looks like Sparks might just keep it. Or Bacon might just send it into T1. It's going for the inside line. No, Sparks is doing very, very well defending this. This is some good battling here between the 2. Grumpy Catman has caught back up. He's going to attempt to take Bacon. Bacon now losing ground, so Sparks ahead of him, but here comes Catman there with the DRS. He's going to send it. Does get past, does pull back in, does make it stick. So close, so close. Getting it within a couple of tenths here now of George or Jim. George or Jim with no penalties again. Get it, obviously pushing has picked up at least one. Nope, looking at the wrong thing. That one there. Yeah, picked up one. Sam Barrett has been ahead from the very beginning of this race. Still leading currently. Getting it with another one. Beating himself again. 145.1. Pretty sure the last one was 145.4, so that's a 3/10 improvement. Stick with tyres on that one. Oh. Kaz make. Oh, and there it is. That's the penalty there for George. That could be his win out of the window. If Sam, all Sam has to do now is just keep it penalty free, and he's got it. And it's going to tempt it. Oh, he did stick his nose in. I don't think it belonged there, though. Don't think it belonged there. I think it was a bit of a bold and brave, but couldn't quite pull it off. Sparks and Kaz rotating between 8th and 9th. Kaz on them softer tyres still. They must be going off by now. Only 1/10 between Guinnett and George now. Must be coming up to being side by side material. Into the final two corners. The DRS zone as well. George didn't get it from Sam Barrett. It was over that second at the point. Guinnett doesn't manage to get past though. Oh, excuse me, just a little yawn there. It's been a long day. Now, George needs to get past Sam, and he needs to pull that 3 seconds away if he's going to keep his run in the sprint races going. But I think Sam Barrett's going to steal that title from him. George has won all 3 sprint races so far. He's technically won 4 races in a row, with him winning the sprint race of Baku, the feature and the sprint of last week in Spain, and the feature of this week in France. Sam Barrett losing ground quickly though. Within that 10th, side by side. He was a good amount ahead earlier, Sam Barrett. I don't know if he's fallen asleep at the wheel. And there's his penalty as well. Top 3 now all have penalties. All 3 seconds. This is a big change in circumstance. George Jim with the fastest lap as well now. He's redeeming his title so far. Safkov will need to pull back another 3.5 seconds to be in for the chance of the podium. We've got Kaz in the pits. Does he need a wing change, or is he just sick of the softs? I thought it was a bad idea to start on them softs. It looks like he's got a puncture. Oh, that's a mistake. That's a big bad mistake there. He's gone onto the wet tyres. Oh, Kaz, what have you done? Oh, Kaz. Sam Barrett's coming for another go. Oh, Kaz on the wets. What is that? Still sun in the sky, buddy. I don't think Spaceman in 13th has anything else to worry about being overtaken. Still very, very close between the top three, all within that second of each other. Giorgio Jim gets another fastest lap. He does. I was just about to say he got away at better from the final corner, but pulls out another fastest lap out of the bag. He's coming up to a second between himself and Sam Barrett as well. Keeping himself in there for 10ths. We've got Sparks closing in on Knox as well. It'll be a good result for Sparks if he can get past him. Oh, and Sparks going deep into that corner. He has got the DRS. Knox has another penalty. Oh, has his first penalty, sorry. Sparks has got 6 seconds worth though, so even if he gets past him, he's got to pull that extra 3 seconds. And on the final lap, that's not going to happen. We are coming to the final few corners now of lap 11 of 11. It's just starting to get dark. Guinnett has just squeezed past Sam Barrett there for second place. Into the final corner. Well defended, well defended. We'll watch Georgia Jim bring it home for another sprint race win, for another clean sweep of the weekend. That's 2 weeks in a row. Well done, buddy. Guinnett to win it with a second place of the evening. Sam Barrett closing off your podium spots in third. Safkoff brings it home for fourth. Great result there, mate. Pons in fifth. What happened to Sparks? Oh, he's not even finished the race. He's come out of that. Wow. I don't know what happened there, but that wasn't great. Pons in fifth. T-Bird in sixth. Caddis Knox so close behind there in seventh. Catman in eighth. Bacon in ninth. Oh, Monkey Mafia will overtake Bacon on penalties, so we'll take 9th place. Bacon will round off your top 10. Stoke Bloke in 11th. Spaceman will come 12th once he's brought it home. This is going to be a good one. His Zig's going to be able to get close enough and overtake Kaz. Kaz, what were you doing on them wet tyres, man? This is the battle we want to see. Go on, Zig, send it. T-Bird man, 6th spot. You can't be complaining at that, pal. Come on, Ziggs, you've made up all the room. Better traction out the corner there. Go on. Ah, it looks like Kazzy's just going to take it. He's just going to stay ahead of him on them wet tyres. I don't know what he was thinking going on them wets. And Ziggs rounds out the finishing spots. George or Jim, driver of the day. Driver of the weekend in terms of the race weekend. Again, the winner of the feature, the winner of the sprint, and therefore winner of your overall weekend here in France. With also, if I remember rightly, the fastest lap of this race. It was not, no, Sam Barrett took it right at the death. Again, so it's 2 fastest laps there for Sam Barrett. He had a 1:45.3. So your your races now are George and Jim first. That's sprint race, there we go. Guinnett in second, Sam Barrett third, Safkov, Best Pons, T-Bird, Knox 7th, Catman 8th, Monkey in 9th, Boykin rounding out your top 10. Stoke Bloke 11, Spaceman 12, Kaz 13, Ziggs 14, Sparks 15th. He will get the finish of the race. He did do 90%. Rusty in 16th with a DNF. Jalen in 17th with a DNF. Top 3 though does change in terms of the weekend, with Safkov taking that 3rd place for the whole weekend there. 20 points picked up in terms of the game. T-Bird drops to 4th. Sam Barrett in 6th there, finishing lower down in the feature. Did bring it back for the sprint though. Great racing by all our drivers. Well done, George or Jim. That's an absolute superstar race weekend again for yourself. Let me just double check where we have next weekend before I sign off. Ponds 4th and 5th, mate. That's a great result by any stretch. So next weekend for our F2, we are off. It is Maybank holiday, I am assuming, so we have no race next weekend. For the F2, is that the case for all? Calendar? Nope. Okay, so just our F2, we have an off week next week, so there's no F2 race next week. Tier 1 and Tier 2 are still running. Those are F1 cars. This is F2 at JKeSport. I am Johnny 5. That was your race weekend in France, and a good night.